Good day, my people. My promise to bring in news around the globe. I will always keep to my word. I will always keep to my promises. Do not forget, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from my own corners here, bringing to you this live broadcast of Thursday, 27th day of October in the year 2022. Let's go straight into the news of the day. We have no time to waste. Time is money. Ex-PDP spokesman Métuh dumps party. People's Democratic Party PDP former National Publicity Secretary Oliseh Métuh has announced his membership withdrawal from the nation's main opposition party. Okute News reports that the Métuh made his decision known in a letter he addressed to the PDP National Chairman, Dr. Oliseh. Métuh revealed in the letter dated October 25th that his resignation means a total withdrawal from partisan politics. The former PDP chieftain also noted that he submitted his resignation letter to the world chairman of the party in his home state, Anambra. Métuh explained further that he resigned from the politics because he believes he will contribute more to democracy and good governance in Nigeria by being non-partisan. Okute News gathered that Métuh was the longest-serving elected member of the National Working Committee of PDP. Even before this resignation, I have already saw from an insider of PDP National Working Committee that Oliseh Métuh is very, very angry just because of the treatment being meted to Wike and the others by excluding them from the PCC Presidential Campaign Council. And he also made mention of how the party have not been fair to the Easterners and Biafra at large. So that is exactly what I saw in that. It is not a propaganda, but it's a leaked message from a right source of one of the new working committee in PDP. So his action was, or his reaction, why there's no any Biafran, is in a very good position in the PDP inner caucus. That is why he decided to tender his resignation letter. Despite the fact that he don't come openly to say it, but that is the gospel truth. Métuh was aggrieved and he was not happy, not because of, let's say wicked controversies is part of it, but his main objective and his main anger is because there's no any strong Biafran, a strong and Igbo man, not him, because he have been there for a very long time. We are talking about this current dispensation of the PDP. So Oliseh Métuh have already dumped PDP, not because he don't want to play a partisan politics, but the gospel truth there is that he is aggrieved with Oliseh and what do they call him, the presidential candidate of PDP, Waziri Atiku Abubakar. So my dear people out there, when you are judging a man, or don't judge a book by its cover, when you are judging Oliseh Métuh based on what is happening, or based on he never speaking for the Igbos, listen to me, my dear people, the good lovers of freedom, and my people, and the lovers of mankind. All these politicians, they know the truth about the Biafran struggle, but they cannot come outside to make mention of it. That is the problem we are facing. Not because they are saboteurs, not because they don't know what to say, but simply because maybe they have involved in one corruption act or the other. So if you come out openly and say anything about Biafra, be rest assured that the next day EFCC will visit your doorstep. So that is the main reason why most of them cannot come out openly to say or to air their support to the Biafran struggle, despite the fact that secretly they are with us in this struggle. So let us continue with what Oliseh Métuh said on his letter to the General Committee or the General National Chairman of PDP. Métuh explained further that he desired, being non-partisan, Okute News understands that they have been a long-serving chairman, which is one of those things. And the Anambra State-born politician had won the election to serve in several national positions at 6 consecutive national conventions of the party. Métuh, in the letter titled Resignation from the PDP, said, "During my 3-week trip for medical and personal reasons, I realized that I can no longer play partisan politics in Nigeria. The reason for this decision is that from my experience and the nature of politics and development in Nigeria, I believe that I will contribute more to democracy and good governance in Nigeria." Oliseh Métuh made it clear that he don't want to continue playing partisan politics or being a member of any political party, rather than he have a lot to contribute in Nigeria governance by being non-partisan. Being a non-partisan gives me the status to work for the strategic interests and well-being of the Nigerian people without the hindrance of partisanship. That is what Oliseh Métuh is saying. So, my dear people who is out there castigating the old man, trying to say that he have collected one thing or the other from other political parties, that is why he done PDP, you can see that is a lie. In that regard, I write respectfully to formally inform you of my resignation from the PDP and the cessation of partisan politics. I have duly enjoyed my membership of the PDP and remain proud of being the longest elected member of the National Executive Committee, one who won election to serve in several national positions at 6 consecutive national conventions of the party. I will cherish the values and ideals learned from the founding fathers at the inception of our nascent democracy. Any future participation in politics will only be limited to non-partisan involvement in areas of sustaining and deepening democracy and governance in Nigeria and at the global level. I pray you to continue to insist on issues-based engagement in our political space, as the country cannot afford the bitterness and divisions that may arise otherwise. That is Oliseh Métuh advising the Iyorchia Ayu, who refused to step down as the party chairman because they don't want to play a politics of inclusiveness other than regional politics. So this advice goes to you. If I, Okute Daily Talk, will air my own view on this very particular matter, I will tell you categorically that this man resigned simply because of Ayu refused to step down. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Oliseh Métuh, you are old enough to know what you want and to say it, not beating about the bush. Iyorchia Ayu cannot be the national chairman while you are there. Iyorchia Ayu was picked from dungeon. He had been in so many different positions. He never completed his tenure. He was sacked because of his idea in manipulating and corruption. So that is the main reason you retire, my brother. I know. Well, that is good for you. At least you have seen what is happening in PDP. Very soon, PDP will have no any seat in the eastern region, and I can assure you that, because they have started playing the nonsense politics that the Fulanis are playing, that kept Nigeria in the situation that we found ourselves today. In line with the constitution of the PDP, I have forwarded a copy of my resignation to my ward chairman. May God bless us all as I step down, not to be working for any politics I am going forward to work for politics, according to Oliseh Métuh. So my good people of Biafra, you people can see it. Like majority of the people will think that they are against us, is one way or the other fighting for us, but they cannot come out secretly because of what they have committed in the past. And that is one thing that these so-called Fulani Janjaweed or Fulani people are using to tie them down because of the commitment they have made them to commit in the years back. So anytime you come out now to work against them or to support anything that they have labeled like an opposition, they will come after you. If you can check very well in the issue of Rochas Okorocha, that's exactly what happened when APC was trying to do their convention. Rochas called all the eastern governors, the ones that is under APC, and tell them that they need to have a meeting to unite together to try and see if they can get the ticket. Rochas Okorocha was there. They said he stole 1 billion. They couldn't stop him. They couldn't arrest him. It was days to the convention. They then remember that they will go to break his house and go inside their house. Okay, look at, there's another news I will read here. That is the news of the AGF, Accountant General of the Federation, who stole over 109 billion naira, was freed on bail and leave him to go to his house. Just yesterday, they arraigned him before the court. Not even they arraigned him before the court. My anger is that his defending lawyer happens to be an Igbo man, a Biafran. San Uche, I be something, some Chuku Uche, something. I be Sam Uche. Can you see the level that our people have gone? You are there defending a criminal, but you cannot come out to defend your own brother who have been in incarceration for for a year and now. Yes, you tell me Igbo love themselves. Where can we find that? Where can we find that Igbo who love themselves? We are only pretending, my dear people. Saboteurs is too much in our land. I mean the Biafra land. We have a lot of saboteurs. People who are supposed to stand firm. We have men. I mean, when I talk men, I mean we have men who will come out and stand that Nnamdi Kanu must be released. And the federal government or the Fulanis can never even shit. They can never even speak. They do it outrightly. But all of them have sold their conscience to them. They are being used in one irregular deal or illegal deal or the other that made all of them to be committed. Once you open up now, you want to turn against them, they will remind you what you did. When, what do they call it? Either Ekwuremadu or whoever that is trying to probe them about the money that this lead administration borrowed. That why can't him use the money for any infrastructure in the eastern part of the country? When they opened his chapter, he kept silent. Now he is languishing in a UK prison. That is it. You want to tell them to come and do infrastructure? Why they give you money to expand the Enugu International Airport? You siphon the money, use it for your family and your regular spending. Now you want to probe them. How can it work? Sometimes we keep on calling the presidency or the Senate or whoever. But we are the architect of our problems. I mean the Easterners. Tell me, is there any Eastern governor have come out one day to be on the national TV or news or newspaper or whatever, even if it's a kind of propaganda news that carries it, where they are lamenting that their federal allocation have not been gotten to them? Yeah. If we must tell ourselves the truth, PTA, Petroleum Trust Fund, these people are receiving for years. What project can they come out and account for it and say this is the project they have completed with the money they have receiving from NNPC and the rest of the petroleum companies in Nigeria? None. They siphon all the whole money. Our local government is not working today. It's because of our leaders who call themselves governors. Instead of them to let the local government work, they went to the federal and said no, that this will cost up sending anything allocation to the local level. Instead, let them go through a kind of joint account. They will go through state level. Then the person that is in charge of it, once the money arrive, they will call the local government chairman and they make deal. He will transfer some to him and tell him this one is for you. then all the all the projects that is supposed to do with that money, it will remain there. Can you imagine in the southeast zone, you will come out and say you are touching any local road, not even state road, local road in your community. Somebody will go and sue you to court that you are damping with a government property. Why you want to better that place? The reason is because that person have been taking that particular project as a contract to siphon money. Each administration that comes, he will use that particular road, he will take a contract and put the money in his pocket and leave. That is the problem we are having in the East. We keep blaming the Fulanis. We keep blaming the Hausas. When can all these Igbo allies and our governors stop this blame game? We have played this blame game for a very long time. And that is the mentality they have initiated in all the hearts and minds of the people they are ruling. Once anything happen, they will say, Buhari. Once anything happen, they will call good luck. Once anything happen, they begin to call Obasanjo. All these people have not done any single thing. The ones, the federal, that they're supposed to do, they are trying to do it. But in the state level, what are the governors using the allocation the federal government are giving to them on daily basis? What about the revenue they are generating from the state? Where does all this money go? Upon all these things, they still own salary. That is the most funniest and the intriguing part of it. They have no any interest of the poor at heart. That is the problem we are having in the southeastern zone. Go to the northern part of the country, despite the fact they remain the poorest, but at least all these social amenities, light is there always. What do they call it? The good roads. They have a pipe-borne water almost every hooks and crane. But in our own, they tie to your own fate. You wait for government to do anything, you're on your own. Another news we have in hand here is a suspended AGF Ahmed Idris. They arraigned before the High Court in Abuja. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has arraigned the suspended Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, and 3 others before the Federal Capital Territory High Court sitting in Abuja in a fresh case bordering on fraud to the tune of 109 billion naira. Okute News had earlier reported that the anti-graft agency arrested Idris on the 16th day of May in the year 2022 in connection with a series of frauds that was in the tune of 174 billion naira, and released him on bail after the defendants had pleaded not guilty at the time before the Justice Adeyemi Ajayi, who was said to be a vacation judge. My question is this: he was arraigned on the turn of 174 billion naira. So why are they giving news of 109 billion? What happened to other balance? Or have you paid it? Have you redeemed this one? Sure, Nigeria, a country. What a failure. On Wednesday, lawyers and parties appeared before Justice Alelo, EFCC's lawyer, O.A. Atolabe, told the court that the case was initially before his learned brother, who was a vacation judge, but has now been resigned to him for a rearrangement. The registrar read the counts before Idris and others, in which they pleaded not guilty again. Idris' lawyer, Chris Uche San, urged the judge to uphold the earlier bail granted to his client by his brother George. Can you people see it? This person can defend a criminal. This person can defend somebody who have siphoned the fund that is meant for the nation to develop to his private bank accounts. And an Igbo man, a Biafra for that matter, is the one defending him. What a word. But he cannot come up and defend Martin Nnamdi Kanu, knowing fully well that innocent boy is innocent, and he is languishing in the dungeon called DSS custody. Other lawyers, including the prosecution, did not raise objection to the bail plea. Subsequently, Justice Alelo upheld their earlier bail terms and conditions, but ordered EFCC to submit the AGF's international passport to the court. The case was then adjourned to November 23 for commencement of trial. For how many? How many months can he wait before they commence the trial? I don't understand how this country is working. I don't really understand that somebody who stole a ton of 109 billion naira meant for the development of the country, ASU is on strike, this man hold this money. The government don't even have money to service, don't even have revenue to service their debt. This man is holding this money. Fuel subsidy has been on the high side. This man siphoned this money from his family and friends. Yet, till now, they granted him bail because he is a Fulani man. They break Rochas Okorocha's house to enter into his bedroom and got him arrested because he's an Igbo man for 1.4 1.5 billion naira. Can you say that this country is not going anywhere? Can you say that this country is on a bridge of collapse? I don't understand how can a country be marginalized, be marginalizing other ethnic groups just simply because those ethnic groups, you see them as a threat to what you people are doing in the country. I can't understand. Well, my dear people, my good people of Biafra, my listeners, the Nigerian people who believe in what I'm doing, this broadcast is to let us know that Oliseh Métuh has given up his office as the General Secretary of the new working committee of PDP. Just simply because there is no inclusion in their plans. You don't want to be in that place so that tomorrow when something goes wrong, you people will be calling that after all, Oliseh Métuh is there and things go wrong. That is why the poor man decided to quit on time, so that when things go wrong tomorrow, no one will call his name. He's a very intelligent and brain man. That is an Igbo man for you. All these ones that are there shouting, articulate. Let me see where that articulate will get you to. Because the person you are articulating or the person you are calling unifier can't even unify your party. The person you are calling a unifier don't even have the interests of the Igbos at heart. He have already voiced it out at the Arewa Joint Committee that what the Northern needs is another president, and he calls himself a pan-Nigeria, a pan-Africa. Where are you panning to? And I heard you made mention of building bridges across the nation. Which bridge? Even Paco Bridge itself, you could never build. Instead, you sell most of the assets that the country that is supposed to give work to the youths, all in the name of privatizing them. At the end of the day, all those companies died. Not even that you sold them very well. You sold them to peanuts. A company that worth 3.5 billion, you sold it for 130 million. A company that was 1.5 billion, you sell it for mere $30 million, and use all the whole money, went to Dubai to buy more skyscrapers. And you are telling us you have built bridges across the nation. Tell me, what is the legacy? Is there anything that anyone can come out now and say, this is what Atiku have done for the past 8 years of being vice president of the nation? Or during the time he was a custom general, what can we account him for? I wonder how some people play this politics. This old man that I respected so much, what did they call him? Dan Olas. He come to national TV and be saying this man will do this into the Igbo, and he releases people's goods on and they will come back to pay. But he will not tell you the ones he sees. He will not tell you the number of Igbo people that this man rendered useless. Just simply because he find just an atom of contraband, something in the goods that they imported. He sees them, sold them, and used the money for himself. That is the kind of politics we are playing. Now they are being used to you. Tomorrow, can you come out now and tell us now that you are a spokesman for the Igbos, or you like to speak the truth? There's no anything good truth in you again. I'm talking about Dan Olash. You have sold your dignity. Look at Oliseh Métuh. Oliseh Métuh have seen what is happening now and resigned. He quietly resigned. He don't want anybody to call him tomorrow when something go wrong. And as old as you are, a Biafran veteran for that matter, who fought for Biafran army during the Biafran civil war, can descend so low to work for Atiku, saying that he's a unifier. He married from Igbo Yoruba. He has Igbo extraction. He has Benin extraction. He has this one extraction. We have more than 250 ethnic groups. Let Waziri Atiku marry from all those ethnic groups. Then we will call him a unifier. For now, he goes for what is under the skirt. Yes, I can find my wife in Hausa land, not because I love Hausa people, not because I love the woman that I saw there. That is why I go for her. And you people see it as a unifier. I am disappointed in all of you. The time has come for we to teach out all these people that who have no anything to contribute to the Biafran, other than going out there to make some silly statements on social media, simply because of their stomach infrastructure. Well, my good people of Biafra, please, I think I have to drop my mic here. Until I come your way again, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk. Please do not forget to like, share, comment, and share my content to all your family and friends, your neighbors, your colleagues in the office. In any way you can find them, please let them be among this moving train, because we are moving at the right direction. Remember, remember, our culture has always be what we are doing. I am telling the truth as it is, without no missing words, and undiluted truth is what I always bring. Until I come your way again, be yourself and remain blessed. Okay, Messiah and my people.